In North Carolina, when a spouse passes away and there's a survivor, there's an opportunity for the surviving spouse to make a decision as to the type of filing needed to be made to the probate court if there are assets in the deceased spouse's name that did not automatically transfer to the survivor. One is going to be the small estate filings that are allowed to the surviving spouse. The spousal allowance allows up to $60,000 to be transferred to the surviving spouse, free and clear of creditor claims. The affidavit for collection allows another $30,000 to be passed to the surviving spouse. So together, there can be $90,000 in personal property that can be transferred from the deceased spouse to the surviving spouse without having to open probate. This is generally going to be more of a formal process of accounting that's actually going to itemize and show the value in the assets themselves transferring from the deceased spouse's estate to the surviving spouse. And it specifically has an asset threshold limitation. When we have assets in excess of $90,000, we can also file what's called a summary administration, which is the surviving spouse basically saying, give me everything that the deceased spouse has had, in addition to any claims that may be made against their estate. So you take all that comes with it, the assets and the liabilities that may exist. And so that could be credit card bills, it could be hospital bills, or any number of different creditor claims. And so the issue there is we just don't know what's there. We don't know the full extent of liabilities that may apply and may be required to be transferred over to the spouse that may otherwise not be their liability. And so generally we have this conversation with clients at the beginning of an engagement to decide what's in their best interest, given what we know to be true and what we expect to be true. If we have a significant amount of assets and maybe real estate or corporate assets that have to go through probate, then we generally will open a full estate to administer it and put creditors on notice to close down any future liabilities as well.